Lost in the mountains of Bulgaria, Grady and Josh prepare to shelter down for the coming night, where temperatures will drop below the freezing mark. Needing to replenish calories to sustain them through the cold night and unknown journey ahead, Grady uses a makeshift fishing net in hopes of catching fish in the nearby river.
It's really frustrating. I've got fish right at my fingertips, but I can't get them in the net. We're hungry. In order to push out of here, we need food. I got one right here. Hell yeah. Not much to it, but that's fish. It works. It's a little bit of patience, it's all it takes. I've seen quite a few in here. They're not very big, they look bigger underwater apparently, but that's dinner. I still got a little bit of sunlight. Now I know where they're hanging out. There's no way I'm leaving this little hole without getting a couple more.
It's almost dark. Hopefully Grady can't be far off. I wanted to leave this a little bit longer before I put it on, but if I do, it's not going to work. So I'm putting it on now. Hopefully she'll start burning nice and evenly. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm actually almost ready for bed. Grady was back. I'd probably go to bed while he brought me dinner in bed. I don't think it's going to happen. One can all but hope. Meanwhile, Grady's fire is cranking. Nice big stack of logs here. Grady's going to have a very comfortable night, so he owes me one. Unless, of course, he comes back with a heap of fish, then we're even, but I don't reckon he's going to catch. I was just about to come looking for you. Did you get some fish?
A little bit of trout.
Mate, well done.
Well, the net worked just fine.
Couple of brook trout and the rainbow trout, eh?
Yep, but I appreciate that fire, man, it's huge.
It's good, it should be really hot by now.
Oh, yeah. That's killer.
Yeah, that's good to go. I'm gonna eat dinner and then I'm gonna go to bed, I think.
Yeah, that rock right there, we could probably just throw the fish on that. Oh, it's hot now. It's freezing down by the water.
Man, I'll take your jacket.
Wiping your hands off, yep. We've got great shelter, we've got fire, and we're gonna eat some food in us. Tomorrow's gonna be a solid push, and we're gonna be ready for it.
Right, I think we're good to go.
Here, take two of them. You did a more work than I did.
Quite like fish, mudfish. That's what we call trout back home in New Zealand, because they taste like mud. Mate, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really not that bad. Not a lot of meat, but it's good. It might not seem like a lot, but it's a morale booster. It gets protein back in our bodies, which is warmly welcome. You've been in Europe a lot?
Europe, been there a couple of times over the years.
Bulgaria?
Yep, been here before. Not same place, it was in the Red Oak Mountains. You know, come over here hunting.
What are we going for?
Chamois and deer.
You get a deer?
Yeah, got a roebuck.
Oh, nice. What were you hunting with?
Bow and arrow.
I still haven't gotten into bow hunting. I ought to.
I think it's a lot more personal. You have to get real close to the animal. You have to be a lot quieter. It's a hard way to put meat on the table, I must say, but it's definitely a lot more exciting than hunting with the rifle. It's like throwing a rock, right? You don't actually aim when you throw a rock. You just focus on your target and throw the rock, and instinctive archery is exactly the same. You focus on the target and let the arrow fly, and it just kind of magics itself there.
Just tons of practice and muscle memory.
That's it. That's exactly what it is, yep.
That's how I teach my pistol shooting, same thing. Usually when I go hunting, I just want to get new meat. I don't necessarily do it for the thrill, but I kind of want to get into archery, bring a little bit of the excitement back.
Hunting's definitely the most ethical way to harvest meat, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about that. I like it how all the smoke from your fire's going over to my little shelter there.
Yeah.
It's a bit inconvenient. I've just gotten up for a pee. I don't know what time it is, it's night time. I've probably been asleep for a couple of hours. Busting for a piss, I don't really want to piss on my log. So I rolled out and I noticed a faint glow in the sky coming from down the valley. It's possible the moon's just started to come up above the horizon, but I do not think so. There's a pretty steady glow down there. I might just wake Grady up and see what he reckons. Hey bro, wake up. Wake up.
What?
I'm pretty sure I can see light down the valley. Come have a look, tell me what you reckon.
Where?
Down there. Can't really see it in the camera. Let's go a little bit past the tree line.
Still sleeping.
Jeez, I can't see diddly squat. It's like trying to play soccer with binoculars on.
You talking about this down here?
There, see that?
Yeah.
See?
You talking about right down here?
Yep.
It could be the moon.
I don't know. Which direction should that moon be coming up?
Well, where's the moss in the trees?
In the northern hemisphere, the north side of a tree spends most of the day in shade, encouraging moisture and moss growth. By using moss growth as an indicator of north and knowing that the moon rises in the east and sets in the west, Grady and Josh can get a rough approximation of where the moon is expected to be.
All right, moss is here. There's the north side. That's coming almost straight north. That can't be the moon. And we got a lot of cloud cover. Everything's pretty much the same everywhere except for right there. I think that's light pollution.
I think you might be right. It's either a massive city on the other side of that ridge or it's a small village up in the mountains, one or the other. Let's peg a direction so we know exactly where that is in the morning. Yeah, snap the top of that tree. If it turns out that's light pollution, then that's the way we've got to go in the morning. What do you reckon?
I like when Josh gets up to pee in the middle of the night. Good find.
Ladies and gentlemen, we may be on to a winner. We're just getting one last heat boost before we push on out. The temperature dropped due to the wind chill and we're starting to get a bit cold. And we have civilization to travel towards, seeing that light pollution. No idea how far away it is. I think it's pretty close because that storm was socked in. So therefore it should put it just over the next ridge. I think if it was a long way away, we wouldn't have seen it because it wouldn't have, the refraction wouldn't have made it through the clouds. But we do have a river crossing. We're out of here. Where was that blimmin' ridge? There it is over there.
We were a little disoriented when we were looking at that light pollution last night. So to make sure we were walking in the right direction toward that light pollution, we broke a tree. Now that's what we're looking for.
There's our tree.
Yeah.
There's our ridge right there.
And the river. Water's moving pretty quick. Everything's covered in ice.
We'll go have a look at it, eh?
Yeah. We're just gonna keep on pushing down toward the river. We're being as cautious as possible. If we fall in the water and that is not salvation on the ridge, we don't have any more methods of making fire, and we're gonna be in a world of hurt.